Hey, good morning. Let's see, it's happy Friday. I remember everybody deployed Friday. I got my red on. Wasn't intentional actually. I just threw this shirt on. I might go for a run here in a little bit if the rain holds off enough here in North Carolina. Still got my getting my coffee on at the moment. So guys caught me on the other end of the day this time. Ah, for now I'm going to call this Follow-Up Friday, and I'm going to salute to the Marine Corps, and you'll find out why in a moment. So, a couple days ago, I posted nervous about my sister and, taking care of her affairs, and because she's in a hospital, has been for a while. And then about a Zoom meeting I had with a retired active duty CSM and a active duty medical detachment. It was a Zoom professional development call that we participated in. So my sister, first of all, I started a guardianship on her. It went well. The call went well. I think it was 20-30 minutes long for the call. Yeah, so word of advice, do power of attorney if you can. Power of attorney is on that person's own accord, though, when they are coherent and well to do so. My sister's having problems with her memory, so it's not really, can't really have her do a power of attorney. I tried to look at that route a long time ago, and there's some stubborn traits in the family tree that's prevented that. So I'll just leave it at that, and thank you all for acknowledging and your professing faith and prayers that do that. Anyway, so let's move on. Zoom. So Zoom went well. I was nervous because here I am, retired Army Reserve, and I know it's an army of one to a point, but there are differences. And I didn't know. I'm used to battlefield circulation where I get to see my audience, or I know my audience, right? I know my unit that I'm talking to, and I was going into this a bit cold and in the dark, and just wondering if old Bill Brownback's got enough to bring to the table to answer any questions that I might get, and thinking I might be thrown off by a question from the troops, or perhaps the active duty counterpart, retired counterpart. Okay, big boots for me, man. I've always looked up to active duty, to be honest with you. Always had a lot of admiration, respect. But it went well. It went well. Here to tell about it, here to smile about it, and I think we're all better off for it moving forward. It was a detachment of about 30 troops, medical. I had a sergeant first class debt sergeant in charge. I was very honored, man. Very honored to have the discussion. Active duty does face a lot of the similar challenges reserves does in the way of retention, recruitment, and balancing things. The word balance came up, and balancing lives, and I might get into a balance video later on. Balance has definitely been a hot topic for several years. I think across all the components. But all right, so yesterday, that was Wednesday. So yesterday, this week has gone fast. I had I was blessed with a moment. So this old crusty guy, man, retired. He started out in the Marine Corps, and then finished his career with Army Reserves. His name's Jack, and I think he's like 73 years old or something. I didn't ask his age on the phone. I think he's told it to me before, and I got the male memory going on, remembering stuff that I probably shouldn't, and too stupid to remember the stuff that I should. So, so he was, it brings up the Marine Corps, man. So I'm gonna get that out of the way here first. So, years ago in the 90s, okay, I keep going back to the 90s. Anyway, we get former Marines in the Army National Guard, and the Marines, are small but mighty, and I don't know everything about them, so I'm not going to pretend to, but they're always a rifleman. Once a Marine, always a Marine. Everyone's a rifleman. A ton of admiration and respect for what they do, but we get these bubbas coming over, and whenever the sentence started with when I was in the Marine Corps, you knew it meant there was a standard that we were falling short at, okay, in the Army by their standards, all right? And that's how the story would go. And we'd have fun sometimes, poking holes at it, saying it was a fish story, or, I walked uphill to school in deep snow both ways, or however you want to pitch it. But as I've grown and matured, man, I miss those moments. I really do. And ton of admiration for what the Marines do. All the branches, but I'm talking about the Marines right now. So a big oorah out there to them, and a hua. So Jack, man, cool guy, gives me a call, and because we had some online dialogue, and I wanted to get to know this guy, man, because my parents taught me to try to respect my elders, and definitely respect Jack too, so I probably to a fault over the years at times, I've been able to sit there at a bar or whatever and listen to these guys, man. And I tend to just eat it up like a sponge when I can. But we found out we actually had some things in common too. It was pretty cool. So long story short, Jack, in his retirement years now, he was talking about it's not only important to know a person's name and phone number and talk, but it's important to maybe know some of their PII too, because we're not getting any younger. And there's a lot of sayings about veterans, right? It's a small world, one, and then we cross paths, number two. A lot of times unexpectedly we cross paths. So he said, when we talk, or he's part of this, I'm going to butcher this, man. I know I am. I'm trying to read from something. So go to esgr.mil when you can. esgr.mil. He's out of Iowa, Sioux City, Iowa. He has Area 1 is his responsibility. Military outreach representative. He gives you USARA briefs to USARC and Army National Guard. If soldiers give a Patriot Award to their employer, I did this once actually. He can present the award. All right. So pretty cool deal, man. I had no idea that crusty old seemingly moody Jack did this. And that's why there's something lost in translation online at times, man. And that's why it's so cool to just sometimes pick up the phone and talk for 20 minutes, We don't have to agree on everything. We really don't. I'll still save the number, and I hope you'll save mine. So really cool, really cool. And I had no idea I was going to stumble onto that, but I did. And enjoyed it, man. And I didn't know about, getting to know somebody's, PII or whatever. I guess that helps when, they go to tracking them down later, perhaps for some kind of awarding or reunions or whatever. So let's see here if I can do this. I don't know what I'm going to title this video. I think probably, let's see here. I'm going to have to move you guys from a prop. So there he is, man. There's old Jack in his glory. I think he's on the right in the hat and the suit. But super cool dude, man. definitely at least fits my description of cool dudes and old retired vets and stuff, man. Um, you know, just he's himself. He's himself, and so anyway, I miss the old when I was in the Marine Corps stories and everything, and big salute there. So hope you enjoy the video, folks. I got a little emotional. It just happens sometimes, and try to like and subscribe or make comments, and have a good weekend. Cool.